Hi, hello, and good morning. It is August 31st, and we're playing a little catch up, right? We missed last Thursday. Kyle and John had rehearsal. Gina didn't want to talk to herself, so here we are catching up on this was week 7. Can you believe this was week 7?
Wild.
Um,
It's gone
yeah,
by very fast.
right? Really did, really did. Team Gina took another hit. Very interesting. Certainly be getting into that, and another Julie judgment as well. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Grab your coffee mugs and let's have the fun. I am Kyle Petty, and I am joined as always by my festy besties, John Dunphy and Gina Morgino, and this is Strat Chat, arguably your favorite reality TV podcast. You can find us on all the socials at Strat Chat Pod, and that's the information. So, how did this week actually get started? This started with the Wall Cop, right? That we watched live.
Wow, yeah, it did.
Right? That's where
That feels like years ago.
I know it
Yeah.
really does. It really does. I was appreciative of Sunday's episode though, because it did give a little bit more clarity to Vince and some of his decisions, right? Because I think we were chatting throughout the week, even though we hadn't really watched the episodes yet because we were so behind. But like, kind of worried about what Vince was going to do this week and how he was going to navigate this entire situation. And I have to say that his initial noms did actually make some sense when you saw the context around it, right? Ava made good sense. She put you up, you put her up, you know, the hell with her. Who else? Mickey, duh. And then who was the other person? Kelly. Oh, poor
Yeah.
Kelly.
I also felt like his noms were like someone from each side of the house, right? With Mickey and Kelly, and then someone in the middle. Like, it's like he didn't target like one side over the other. It was like they all made sense and they were like spread over the house.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Gina.
I mean, his other problem was just the fact that hello, can you hear me?
Now
Wait,
we
we
can.
Okay, bless. Um, his other problem
Oh.
is that it is just he's aligned with everybody. So I still don't understand why he wanted to win the wall competition in the first choice, but to draw lines in the sand because he already had final twos with literally every. Is it not working? Am I choppy? Do I have to move?
No,
It's-
it
Am I having
sometimes
problems?
catches up. Sometimes it catches up. So John
Oh
has to
my
stop
God.
making comments.
I'm gonna
when
move to the
he
living room.
because that is what actually stops her.
I'm
every
gonna
time.
relocate and see if that happens. Hold on.
Yeah. But I will say that I don't know. I think it did make a little bit of sense actually, because I think he was nervous for himself, so you wanted to make sure that you had like some agency in the decision making process here, you know. But like, because if he didn't, and then like what, Katherine wins, he definitely would have gone up.
Right. I don't necessarily think that he wanted to win. I think he felt like he had to.
Yeah, I think it changed. Yeah, because where it got towards the end of there, because wasn't it was Lauren and Katherine. That was like our final three in that
Yeah.
comp, right?
Yeah.
What choice did he have at that point? Because
Yeah.
guaranteed he would have been up.
It was like all of Rachel's allies were out first. Like that was all the people in the judges and everything that like Vince has had such a hard time trusting that it's even real. Like they were all out. So what are you supposed to do? All the
And I
people you
don't know
just
that,
voted with, like
yeah, and I don't really know that there's anybody that Vince would win up against.
yeah, I mean, maybe Kelly, maybe or
You think he
Keanu.
would? Maybe Keanu, maybe, but I Kelly. I don't know. You think that people would rather have Kelly gone over Vince?
Just
Yeah.
because people have been trying to get her out I feel like Kelly and Keanu are the two that people have tried to get out from the very beginning, just like nominating week after week. So I could see him beating one of those two. But
see, I don't know that anybody actually ever really wanted Kelly out other than Rachel. Like, it was always my impression that Kelly was just like that safe person to kind of toss up there, so you didn't ruffle any up like new feathers. Do you think there was a real intention behind like trying to get her out?
I'd have to like look at like past weeks, but even this week, I feel like the way Ashley was talking about her, I feel like there were people that were like, people have had enough of Kelly, because everybody talks about her too, like as being like an instigator that stirs the pot. Like Ashley did not like the fact that Kelly was making a big deal about Rachel drinking all the wine and stuff like that. If you remember, like when they were going around saying nice things about each other, and Rachel walks away. And Kelly's like, did you notice? It was so funny. Oh my God. Rachel was like, give me all the rest of the red wine. Just give me the bottle. Like, and Ashley immediately went to her and was like, yeah, Kelly was like trying to make it a thing that you drank the wine while people were giving compliments. Like, it was all like, I feel like Kelly has rubbed people the wrong way for sure with some of the stuff she's been saying.
Yeah, maybe the clock is starting to tick a little louder for Miss Kelly. I think her time is probably running out.
I mean, I can tell you right now, I was so hardcore rooting for her to lose this blockbuster. I literally
saw your story. I was like,
please, Kelly eviction party, please. I can't do this anymore.
I'm just surprised I wouldn't have called that an eviction party. Like, would we really be celebrating that much over Kelly's demise?
I'm sorry, she's driving me crazy.
Jeez. She doesn't really bother me that much. I wouldn't say she's like my favorite. But geez,
I think she's annoying.
Oh, damn. All right. I mean, more annoying than Nikki. I think.
Well,
no, not more annoying.
I kind of knew that. I just wanted.
Mickey wasn't an option by eviction night, so that was.
I just wanted to move off the Kelly thing and kind of just move around here. So what else? What else happened on that Sunday episode? I guess that's really about it, right?
It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. So that was that. Did you like that we had BB Unlocked built into the episode?
No,
I did not. I also didn't like that when I was trying to watch it on Paramount Plus the next day, it wouldn't allow me to fast forward through it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Oh man,
that's pretty wild.
I gotta admit, I actually kind of enjoyed it. I kept saying that I was going to skip it, and then like I kept seeing something I would want to watch. And I was like, well, Kyle, you might just watch the whole damn thing. I didn't mind it as a half hour. I don't know that I need an hour of that.
Like, I don't mind it as a thing that I can tune into if I feel like it, but like to put like a full, like to add that much time to the episode we're already watching, to talk about things that happened last week that by the time the episode is airing, the age switch already happened days ago. Like, I don't need to hear Boston Rob's opinion on what's happening on a show he's never played. Like, I just don't care.
I don't ever need to hear Boston Rob's opinion.
I don't need Derek Levasseur opinion on anything ever. Like, I just don't care.
What about Jerry O'Connell though?
I like Jerry and I like Taylor, but I literally Derek just never. If Derek never spoke again, I'd be like, all right, great, cool.
I don't understand why Jerry O'Connell is just not the host of it in general. Like, that would just be interesting. Yeah, just let it be him.
Jerry
with, like,
and Taylor
around him. Yeah. Or Jerry and just a rotating group, and like let Taylor come back, a couple of times, whatever. Because Taylor's got her own she got her thing with Entertainment Weekly or whatever she does, or Entertainment Tonight rather. You knock yourself out with that. Like, I'd like some more Jerry.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him when he filled in for Julie that last time. I was like, wow,
I really like him.
He's energetic.
He actually watches the show. He knows what the fuck is going on. Like, he cares about it.
Yeah. I like him. And I like that he sassed Derek a little bit about one of his takes that were like not good. I found that to be enjoyable as well. He's a little sassy.
Is Boston Rob going to be on Big Brother? Like, why does it feel like they're trying to like why does it feel like they're trying to like tease this, especially at a time when all these Big Brother people are going on Amazing Race, and all of a sudden you have Boston Rob. Now all of a sudden you have Boston Rob.
It was such a random
have Julie
poll.
being like, and you have Julie being like, oh well, I challenge you. It's like, what is this?
I don't know. I don't
It felt
know.
like a really random poll to get him on there. I don't know what that was about.
And I mean, when are the Winter Olympics? That's not until 2027, right?
Yeah, we got time. We just had summer ones this past summer, yeah? Like the before
Oh
the one
yeah,
that was happening.
Ray
That's why
Gun.
I genuinely don't remember, because that's usually now when they only give us is like a celebrity Big Brother, right? That's the only way I see Boston Rob.
I think
That's where I
so.
was going with this. So I feel like that's the only way we're going to get to see Boston Rob possibly play this game. Not that I'm dying for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, 2026 Winter Olympics.
Oh shit.
All right. Hey.
So hopefully we do get a celebrity, and maybe that's why he's there. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
And agrees.
The jump to referring to her as Becky is still so like I'm still so confused as to what that happened.
Because she's Becky Bex.
Yes, that's why. Like, that's her name online. What do you mean?
Oh man. It's just like we never called her that, and then one day it was like, "Hi Becky."
Hey, Becky girl. Good morning. But yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, so on to the Jumbo episode, where we saw our veto. Did we have notes about this?
I have no notes. I was
That's
watching
totally
this
fine.
at
This
2 in the morning last night.
all I have to say, like, this was a vaguely fun competition, right? Like, I get, like, it's kind of silly, like, whatever, cool. I don't know why we needed to do what felt like 3 hours of bad acting of, like, do I have the poison? It's like, why are we doing this?
I did.
Like, who is this for?
I actually enjoyed them getting into like the dying.
It was
Like,
too
like,
long.
like Will
Too long.
falling to the ground and just laying in the middle of the backyard for the entire rest of the competition. Like, I thought it was funny. I enjoyed the commitment to it.
I loved every minute of this.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was like, why is this still happening?
Oh, I loved it. At first, I thought I wasn't going to like it. But then, like, as it went, once they started dying, is when I really did get into it. I was like, oh, because you all know you're being silly gooses. So
it was fun for me the first like 2 or 3 rounds, and then I was like, okay, I already know who wins it.
Ooh. Well, I was happy to see though. So I had seen something online, like when we found out that Mickey was the veto winner, we had all heard that it was because I read something that is it's because Will and so messed up, and that's really why Mickey won. It's not like she won on her own, and it's like, well, what I liked about this game is that you couldn't mess up. Right? You really couldn't go into this with a plan. You really couldn't throw this, right? So like you just are in it. I'd like to see more veto comps that are like this. It doesn't have to be the same theme or anything, but like kind of around this premise of you can't. Oh, I'm playing this veto, but I'm going to throw it. No, you kind of can't.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see somebody get the veto that doesn't actually want it, and then like the drama that comes from that.
I guess
because if Will had gotten it, I think that would have made it for some very interesting conversation.
I loved watching Will. Yeah, like because he actually came. He was like the closest to being the person that threw it, and just like hearing him be like, "I want to poison myself. I want to be poisoned." Oh my god! But you know what? Like that moment just sticks out to me when Vince had to get the glasses of wine and was like, "I'm going straight up to Mickey," and Keanu was just like, "I'll take it. I'll have the wine."
Like,
and I'm
just for me.
Yeah, and I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm like, "Oh, that might have been the moment that Mickey got taken out." And because Keanu wouldn't shut up, Vince like felt so awkward. I mean, he should have just gone to Mickey anyway. Like, everybody in this house is crazy. Like, just go to Mickey. God. You want to go to Mickey? Go to Mickey.
Let's do it. You're the one making the decision.
Who cares?
Right.
If
I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to get her out. It's like, but you were already there.
You put her on the block. Yeah, you're standing at her table. You put her on the block and just give her the damn wine. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really get like much worse than that. But at least they seem to now understand what a knockout comp is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I should bring the poison to the person I don't want to win. Yes,
A
Right.
novel concept.
yes. Yeah, I like it. And Vince was also funny though, because when he knew that he was drinking the poison, like the face that he made, like going into the wine, like because he just knows. I wonder what they put in there to make this foam.
My friend Eileen,
Huh.
who like she texted me and she was like, I am so not invested in this game or this competition anymore. All my boyfriend and I can talk about is how are they fizzing like that? Like, what are they
Yes,
doing? What's the like she's like, we're like so out of this season at this point that we're like, this
right.
is what's important to me right now.
I got I got used to it as the competition went on too, but like the first couple of times that people's mouths started fizzing and the foam started coming out, I was like very jarred. I was like, oh, all right, these people, like we're just watching these people throw up on TV. Like that's what it felt
I
like.
loved it. I loved it. I was
Well,
like,
I
this is
mean,
my kind of
we all
game.
know how Gina feels about vomit montages. So as you
Yeah,
can
she didn't
imagine, I
like
wasn't
it.
having a great time.
Yeah, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. Um,
Becky,
Becky
I
girl,
liked the pot, but I had to look away every time they were poisoned.
I did. I liked it. So let's see what else happened here. Obviously, we didn't talk about the fact that Mickey was upset with Morgan that Vince put her up, almost like blaming Morgan, saying you should have known about this or you could have thwarted this. Um,
I'm so tired of Mickey. Like she's going crazy. Like, oh, what about the melting pot? What about the melting pot? You got rid. You took out the first member of the melting pot.
exactly.
That was
Yeah. What do
you.
you care about the
Yeah, like
melting pot? It started melting because of you.
yeah. And now all of a sudden you got a problem because
Yeah.
like God.
Yeah.
I'm
I
so
mean,
tired of her.
Mickey's perception is also because I feel like this week feels like years ago, so I don't even remember if it was this week or not. But like, wasn't she the one? Yeah, no, it was this week because she was talking to Ava about how if Ava wins the veto, what if you use it on me? And it's like Ava's on the block. If Ava uses the veto, why would it be on you and not
She's
on
so
herself?
crazy.
What are you talking? Why do you think that you're that well like orchestrating everything that
Yeah.
somebody would use the veto to save you when they're on the block?
And I can't stand her blinking either. The blinking. She's always, you don't notice that she blinks like it's so fast and it's so aggressive. Her blink.
I can't say that I do.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
noticed it. I have.
Yeah,
I've
she'll
never
say
noticed.
something like, "Oh, I mean, I don't know why she's why wouldn't she tell me this? Of course she would use it." And it's like I can't stand it.
That's really funny.
Oh gosh, yeah, she's just absolutely insufferable. She's insufferable. But she does win veto, and she took herself off. And there was a lot of chatter. We definitely have to just discuss that. The Keanu, Vince, Rachel of it all, right?
Oh yeah.
Because obviously, Keanu and Rachel seem to have mended their relationship and now they were working together. And then once, Vince was HOH and they were now floating this idea of the veto being used, what might we do if so, is when Keanu started to float Rachel's name, basically saying, I can't take this shot, but you could. Should Vince have put Rachel up?
I think Rachel even said it like this week. She was like, if these newbies were smart, if these kids had a brain, they would backdoor me. That's what I would do. Like again, that is the play. I mean,
It's just
also,
like
what a move to have on your resume. I took out Rachel Riley.
Right.
my whole thing is like, and not to sound like a broken record, I feel like I've been saying this all season, but it's like, wow, we have one vet in a house full of other people who aren't really good strategists and don't really understand the game and they're not making smart decisions. And Rachel has never seen the block. What other season does that sound like? Like everyone's like, no one can take the shot at Rachel because they don't know what freaking game they're playing. And it's like, this is giving BB19 all over again. Why is nobody even trying to get rid of her?
Not a soul. Not a soul. Mm-mm. What did you think of Vince having the conversation with Rachel, sharing the fact that Keanu was floating her name?
I mean,
I
he
don't know that he
doesn't.
should have done that.
Vince is so hard because I feel like I watch him and think that he shouldn't have done literally anything he ever does, but also like I guess if you already kind of feel like I know he has this alliance with Rachel, but like they've been kind of going at each other the entire season because Vince, if memory serves, was the first person in the house to float like, "Hey, we should probably start getting rid of Rachel," and she
Mhm,
didn't like
mhm.
that. So like, yeah, they're in this alliance, but like in her eyes, he would, I guess, be at the bottom of it. So like anything to try to gain a little bit of favor with her over somebody else makes sense to me. So like I don't not get it. It's just I feel like a lot of his gameplay, like everything he does has been like messy and confusing. So I don't know that it was the best choice,
Yeah.
but I get where he was coming from.
I think I agree. I think I do hear that. I get stuck on is it going to gain you enough favor with her and then that side of things? Is it going to move you up their list enough to where it would match to where you might be on Keanu's list of priorities? Like you have to acknowledge that you're still going to be at the bottom of whatever this is. Like he's not passing anyone. Like he's not going to surpass Morgan in Rachel's eyes or people like that. So like you might have a better shot of being prioritized higher if you stuck with the other side and maybe just because all you had to do was just not say anything and just
Mhm.
know that there's an interest there and then you can decide if you want to move or not. Like you didn't.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't,
This house just seems like they have no idea what they're doing. Like
I mean, they don't.
they really don't. They really don't. Um, and Becky did have this question here too. Is the only way for anyone who's left, to win is it to take out Rachel? Does anyone win sitting next to her right now? Uh, Will, maybe.
Well, I mean, and I don't even remember if we had gotten into, I don't remember what episode it aired in. So, like, forgive me if we've already talked about this, but there was that whole segment where, like, everyone was sitting around, and I think it was Katherine that was like, I mean, as a vet, no one's taking shots at her. If she makes it to final two, like, she has my vote and probably everyone else's. Like, there's literally no reason for her to have gotten there. So, if she does end up in the final two chairs, like, obviously we have to vote for her to win. And it's like, if that is the mindset, why is nobody trying to get rid of it? If people are straight up telling you, listen, if she's there, I'm voting for her because, like, on
Is that
paper, there's
really
no
the
reason to keep
mindset
it.
though, or is that just what Catherine said because she thought it was out in the wind there that she could be the replacement nom and she was trying to shift it?
and
So
also Rachel just took out Riley, right? So
like,
like she
yes,
wanted
but in a
revenge.
in a very real
Yeah.
way, I don't know that that conversation chronologically happened this week. Like, I feel like I have been
Mm,
hearing people talking about that previously, and that was just like a clip that they added in from an older
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Because I even remember like previously on the live feed updates, Taryn talking about how like everybody's been talking about that and saying like, I mean, if Rachel's there, I'm voting for her. So
Right. Okay.
even if it did happen this week and that did happen, like Catherine said it after the Riley vote, it had already been floated before that people are talking about that within the house.
It already had legs. It already
Yeah.
had legs. Hmm.
Hmm.
What did you think of the conversation that Ava was in the room for? What was that? That
That
was
was
that
really
was
funny.
Lauren and Ashley, right?
Fucking Lauren.
the way, the way like Ava makes such good like faces, and like
I love her so
yeah,
much.
even in that moment, like they walked out and her one eye just opened, and it was just like her the eye, like just seeing her one eye, you could see her face was like shocked, like
Yes.
just by one eye opening.
It was also killing me, the like tiptoeing of like Lauren trying to come back in and she was like, oh shit, and like immediately like pretended to be asleep again. I was like, this is so stupid.
I'd have just been like, "Yeah, I heard you."
Like, I sure was here. Thank you for
Yeah.
noticing.
Mhm. Mm.
And it's like Lauren literally never talks. It's like how is she the one that's getting getting caught like this?
Oh my god. How do you not
Just like
check that to make sure you're alone? Because there was also, I think it was in the same episode, there was also the moment of like, I think it was, oh God, now I don't remember. Ashley maybe came in, was talking to Catherine. Somebody was talking to Catherine and was like, I mean, listen, if it's you and Kelly, you have my vote. And they were like, and Kelly's just sitting in the room. And it's like, how do you say that without checking if she's there?
That was Ashley. Yeah, it was really funny actually. But she
And
was
didn't Ashley
sprinting
like
out of the
run
room.
out after that?
Yeah, she ran out. Yeah.
And how is no one saying her anymore? We had that shower thing. Ashley has had other messy moments, and like now she just keeps having them, and like no one seems to care.
Well, I do think because there was that I had seen it on TikTok, and I think I sent it to you guys in the group.
Uh-huh.
Ashley was cam talking on the live feeds, and like she had this whole thing of like, before I came in here, I was like studying Elle Woods, and I came in here and I'm like, I'm just gonna be like dumb old Ashley, and no one's gonna know what the hell is going on. I am gonna have to turn it on before I get to jury because like people need to see that, like I actually know what's going on. But like everyone in this house thinks that I'm so dumb and doesn't know what's going on, which like, if that's the case, I really wish we were getting that in her DRs on the aired episodes. Like I wish that we as like the casual audience was a little bit more in tune to that. But like, if everyone in the house really thinks that Ashley is just so dumb that she just doesn't like isn't a threat because she doesn't know what's going on, that is going to serve her very well. And we're already seeing like day one, she was public enemy number one, and I haven't heard her name floated since.
No. And you know, I'm happy that you mentioned that, because now looking back on some of her behavior, you know, I always thought that whole toilet paper thing was a
Yep.
little like contrived. It was too neat of like a rip on the end. And it was like
It was
very
too
neat.
silly to have organically happened.
Yes, it was very neat length. And it's like, how did it stay in your, how does toilet paper stay in your pants? That means you left it in your ass? Or like what actually, how did that happen?
Yeah. How is that physically possible for you to not realize
Right.
that you are pulling your pants up with like how does that happen? Because you have to stand up to get your pants up.
Which means it had to be super long, right? Because if it's coming out of your ass, that means it went up, and then back out. Like, how much did you have that is like not a wad, right?
Like if you cover the seat and you're sitting on it and then you get up, like is her butt really sticky? That like how does that even happen?
And
I really did not.
As you're pulling the pants up, like
I really did not anticipate that I would be spending my Sunday morning analyzing the physics of toilet paper in someone's ass.
Happy Sunday and happy Labor Day weekend.
Oh my god.
Oh my
But yeah, maybe that is actually to the brilliance of Ashley. Time will tell.
Again, if that's what she's doing, I'm obsessed with it. If that's her strategy, I just wish that we were getting a little bit more context in the DRs. Like I shouldn't have learned that for the first time from one cam talk on like week 7. Like give me that like as we go, you know?
Right. I want to know this. I want to know that there was some intention behind it, because I want to know if I should be standing you or not.
Right.
You know? Yeah. All right. So Vince, you know, decides to put Katherine up in Mickey's absence. And that's that. So it was going to be Katherine, Ava, and
Kelly
heading into the BB Blockbuster on eviction night. I think that's really it for the jumbo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, Keanu was a little annoyed about, you know, Vince's decision to put up Katherine instead of Rachel. He felt burned by him. I mean, it is his HOH. I don't really think you get to feel burned. Simply because you pitch an idea does not mean that people have to go for it. So, like, you know, I don't really like when people say things like that. I'm like, you are. Like,
there was that whole scene though of like when Keanu was talking to Vince after, and like it was just so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous where Keanu was like, I don't know why I'm still choosing to trust Vince after he continues to burn me. And like Keanu was giving him like this motivational speech. And like at one point he was like, I'm really sorry if it sounds like I'm talking down to you, Vince. And Vince was like, no, you're speaking passionately because you're trying to uplift me. And I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, what is this scene that's happening?
They're all rather annoying. I think Vince for me is the worst. But yeah, sometimes the way that Keanu speaks, it's like I don't know what you're trying to do. Like, because it sounds rehearsed, right? But I don't really know what you're going for. Like, other, I mean, because like,
He was being like, I don't
like
know what it is, but there's something inside me that's telling me you're the one, Vince. And I'm like,
right, and that's
what
what
are
I
you
mean. Like,
saying? Like,
what is that? It's like it's not trying to be motivational. It's almost like trying. I don't know, trying to be like ultra like loyal or something. And
But it
I
like
don't
it
know
also
what you
like
think you're being seen as.
to me it also feels lightly condescending. Like if someone was talking to me like that, I'd be like, "What are you trying to do right now?
yeah,
Like,
like
what is
Like
this?"
exactly. Like what is
like
this?
we're playing Big Brother. Like what? Like what is
Right, you're
happening?
acting like you're acting like we're actually going to war.
Like-
Like, this is a glorified board game. Okay, like so stop. Like ridiculous. Um, but okay, so the blockbuster. This felt like something we've like seen before. I don't know if like on Big Brother or maybe it was like Survivor, maybe like
It
the
felt very
previous season.
Survivor.
Yeah, this looked like something we've seen before. You had to drop a ball from the top of a very large, like I guess, board you want to call it, and make sure the ball just falls into the slot on the bottom. Very simple. You've got like 5 or 6 little wood blocks to kind of place on the board to direct the ball as it falls. And Kelly won. Cool, calm, and collected. It did look like Catherine's second ball drop did go in the slot.
They all did by the end. I think Ava was the
Yeah, Ava was
closest.
pretty close. Ava got pretty close from what I saw.
Yeah. Sorry.
I
Sorry.
wanted Ava to win just because I wanted to see what a Kelly Catherine vote looked like.
Mm.
I'm just not ready for Kelly to go. I feel like she's had a rough ride.
I can't.
And I
I'm so
yeah, and
tired of her. I feel like
um,
everything bad that's happened to Kelly is Kelly's own fault. She can't.
it
She's always
definitely is
walking
her
around.
fault, but I just feel
Yeah,
bad for her.
she's
Well, there's
just.
also like
She's always walking around talking crazy. Like, get out of here, Kelly.
it's
Get
not even
out of here.
she's one of those like this shit drives me nuts. And I don't again, like I at this point can't remember if this even made the edit or if this is just a thing that I've seen on live feeds. But like she does this thing where she talks so much shit and she's like talking shit about Rachel's kids and
Yeah.
she like
Oh.
Stop
she's
talking
always
about
like,
people's
on
families.
it's
Like,
not even like her kids is like the biggest one that like I don't like when people talk about kids. But like she's talking about like Rachel as a mother and Rachel's this and Rachel's that and she's like talking so much shit. And then Rachel has that one moment where she's like, "Kelly, you can't sit here. Like I'm sorry." And Kelly's like, "I've never been bullied like this in my life. I can't believe that I'm being treated this disrespectfully." And it's like, "Kelly, you've been talking shit about her all season. The one time she claps back and you're like, I can't believe Rachel would speak to me that way." It's like, no, Kelly, no, no, no. You've been speaking
yeah.
about her that way.
Especially when Rachel is like doing this as a response to Kelly trying to stir shit up about Rachel, like
Right.
with the whole wine thing. Like that happened after Ashley went to Rachel and told her what was happening, and Rachel was like, "Okay, I just don't want to talk to you, Kelly. I don't want a hug from you. Like,
Right.
people are telling me that you're talking shit about me, and I just don't want to hug you right now. Like, just please leave me alone."
Especially like from like week 1 or 2, Kelly has been the one walking around the house being like, "I'm an instigator. I'm gonna start shit. I'm gonna blah blah blah. I'm an instigator." Like her whole
Yeah,
thing is
she
like
like
her personality that she took on herself was, "I'm gonna be an instigator." And now she's being an
yeah.
instigator and people don't like it, so they're treating her accordingly. And she's like, "But why would you be mean to me?" It's like,
She
"Because you're
like
being an
yeah.
instigator."
She like she will like gleefully talk about how she's gonna stir shit up and like cause chaos and all this stuff. And like she's even said it in some of her DRs, like, "Oh, I just can't stop causing chaos. I just can't blah
Mhm.
blah blah, blah." Like, and then like yeah, and then you act surprised when people like get annoyed with you. It's like you're crazy.
It's
I
really
didn't know she was
frustrating.
actually saying things about like Rachel's family and stuff like that.
Oh
But I
yeah.
also didn't think that Rachel was wrong for saying I didn't want to hug you. I don't have to hug you if I don't
I'm
want
not
to hug
obligated to
you.
hug
I don't
anybody.
exactly. I don't have to sit with you. I don't have to welcome you into my group. Like that didn't bother me at all either. I didn't think she was being. I could understand maybe she didn't. That didn't make her feel good. Of course it didn't. everyone wants to be wanted. But like, it didn't really bother me that Rachel did. I mean, that's old school Big Brother too. I mean, like, people to talk about how rude people are now. And it's like 10 years ago, this is the kind of behavior that we were cheering on. Like when you go back to like BB10 and that whole fight with like Libra and Jerry and stuff like that, like I'm sorry, people who watch these days could never get
like
down with how we
this
used to get down.
whole and like I think Rachel was the one who like made a comment about this, and like maybe it was the Wednesday episode. Like this whole like kumbaya, we're all friends, I love you so much. I can't stand when two people are on the block next to each other and they're like, I can never say anything bad about the person sitting next to me right now. These people would get eaten alive.
Yes.
In old school Big Brother.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Destroyed.
It was nice to see the juxtaposition of that when they were going around the circle, like at the table, saying nice things about each other, and Rachel was just like so uninterested. Like it was, you could see that the different generations of Big Brother player, like right there at one table, and like Rachel was just not having it. Like it was great.
The other thing that really irks me about the like, yeah, I know, like this person that I'm standing next to, I can't say anything bad about them. So like I got a lot of game left to play. Okay, I
That's
understand.
been every week this season too. Every week.
Yes, but it's and it's like I understand that you don't want to like attack this person that you want to have a friendship with, whatever. It doesn't have to be a personal attack. You can say, hey,
Right.
I benefit your game a lot more than Kelly does, and here's why, without it being an attack on her character. That's the game you're playing. Like, why does it benefit you to keep me over this person? That is the purpose of that speech.
The way that they're treating these eviction speeches this year, it's like just cut the speeches, just do the vote, There's no point in this. They're both just going, oh, I don't want to say anything mean about this person.
I love you so much. It's like,
yeah,
no, okay, great.
Vote however you want to. Like, all right, we don't need these speeches anymore then.
It's honestly the whole reason why you almost need a blockbuster, because that's the only way to get any excitement these days. Like it used to just be exciting enough to see what the speech would be, and now you don't, like you said, you don't really get that anymore. So like, yeah, thank God for the blockbuster, or else eviction night is a snooze. So it's like, well, what's the target? It's not about who the target is. And speaking of as well, why do people ask permission to use the veto? Oh, would you be cool with that? Can I use it? Yeah. If you want to use it, you can use it. What the hell is that? Like, I want it. I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I don't know when all of this started of like,
crazy.
It has to be whatever the HOH wants, but it drives me crazy because it's also like, it's why we get those boring votes of like, well, this is the HOH's target, so now we have to have a unanimous House vote so that everybody votes. No, you don't. No, you don't. We have seen so many times in past seasons that house guests have the numbers to get out who they want. They have the numbers to do what the HOH does not want, but because the HOH says this is my target, they're like, so I guess we have to do it. No, you don't. You have the numbers. That is one person who is not going to be in power in 2 hours. And you can now target them because they didn't get what they want. They have no leg to stand on.
They have no vote. They don't even have a vote. Like I really will never understand it. It makes me crazy too. Yeah. With that, Ava only received 1 vote to evict, and that was from Lauren. Everybody else piled on poor Katherine. Bye-bye. Sorry, girl. That does mean that Team Gina, another hit.
The fact that I am left with Vince and Lauren is really just...
It's concerning.
But doesn't it make sense though? Wouldn't that happen?
It does make sense for Gina's track record. I will say though, and I can't quote specific conversation, but there were glimmers of something that I felt like were coming from Lauren. Like maybe there's some waking up coming or something. It looks like she's starting to come alive.
I've seen I've been going a little silly on a TikTok, and like I made one about Lauren that like has gotten a lot of attention, but like I'm seeing a lot of people being like, look, I'm sorry, like I think she's gonna activate during jury. I think that she is just like doing her thing now, and once jury happens, like we're gonna see a new Lauren, and I want that to happen so badly. I would love to see Lauren all of a sudden be like, all right, game time, let's get into it. Like I need it. I need it.
Yeah, and I honestly, she's going to need to, because like her side is really getting
decimated.
They really are. I mean, it's just her and Vince at this point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who else?
And Kelly.
Yeah.
But like, do they really
I don't know.
have Molly?
Yeah, does
Well, that's the
anyone have
thing. Yeah,
Kelly?
their side really is very fractured because I think of their side as like Lauren, Keanu, Kelly, Vince in the middle, and then everybody else like the judges and Ava. But like,
Mhm.
but even like within their own side, like Kelly does not trust Vince anymore.
And has no reason to,
Yeah,
quite
Keanu
honestly.
has felt burned by Vince. Like, does Lauren
Mhm.
really consider herself to be like super close with Keanu or Kelly? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I
Like
don't think
they're
so.
just like they're kind of just like a mishmash of like the people that are left from outside of the judges and stuff. which
Yeah.
like which like really like the judges have all as long as they just like stay in power, like they can never lose a vote. They just have the majority. Like it's but Keanu obviously is. I'm, I'm jumping, getting ahead of myself. Sorry.
I also, since you brought up the judges, did anyone notice the mishap that happened during the exit interview? Because this show is so stupid. Julie is like explaining to Katherine, like, and there's an alliance called the Judges, and the graphic comes up, and you're looking at all of the people who are in the
Oh.
Judges, and Morgan is not on it, but Mickey is on it. So Mickey is
Yes.
credited as being in the Judges, which is an alliance that was created to get Mickey out of the house.
Right.
What are we doing?
It's like,
What are we
yeah,
doing?
come on.
Like,
Come
pay attention a
on.
little bit to the show you're hosting. A little.
Seriously, this is
Arissa
hello.
Cox would never. Arissa Cox would never.
I mean, that's also not Julie's fault.
I mean, it's not
I
like
still
the
blame her.
producers too. It's like you sit here on these live feeds with your finger on the button, waiting to cut them from me all day long. You can't
She's
pay attention to
yeah.
who's in what.
Julie is the
Great.
face of the show. She takes the blame.
So I always gave Arissa that extra like credit, because she actually is a
watches.
producer.
Well,
Yeah,
that
but
too.
she actually does produce it too. Like she's involved. Julie truly is just the host.
She wakes up, walks in, sees the cue cards, and goes, "Who's Keanu?"
Like seriously, Keanu who?
Wow,
My
look at
team's
this.
doing pretty good.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Looking good.
I do think I'm going to have problems. Obviously, at some point, pretty soon. We'll certainly get into some spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Towards the end here, but yeah, listen, Kelly keeps getting put up there. She says, "You know what? I'm just going to go win this blockbuster. I'm going to go sit back down." That's what she says. But now I'm not cheering for her as much anymore now that more has been uncovered. I didn't realize we were talking about kids and families. I'm very disappointed about that. Yeah, but I like the rest of my team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only
Wow.
lost one, and I think Adrian was a robbery.
So,
Truly
and
was.
Adrian left what? Third?
I think.
Think so. Third or fourth.
So you haven't lost anyone in a while.
Yeah. It's been about a month.
Yeah, that's nice. Good work.
Nice to say. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Which, like, honestly, like, given the way that things have happened, is shock. I can't believe Kelly's still here. I can't believe Keanu's still here. Kind of can't believe Ashley's still here. I'm like, the fact that your team looks so solid is shocking.
It really is.
So-
Because I got some dingbats over here.
Dingbats. I think we all do because this house is dumb. This is the dumb house.
This house is cracked. Let's take a look at John's team.
Can I ask? So, like, some people. So, I think we all agree we like the blockbuster, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people on Twitter complaining, saying that they don't like the blockbuster and they want to get rid of it because it takes away the ability to like truly blindside someone, like backdoor them, and like they don't like the fact that it's like, all right, people like Kelly and Keanu are going to be in jury now because people have been trying to get them out all season, and like they've been able to use the blockbuster to stay in the game and save themselves, and now they're just going to be bitter jurors because it's been them against the house the whole time or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. Do you put any stock in that? Or
I do
No.
hear, like, I hear it, but that's partially why I like it better as like a specifically pre-jury thing, because then once we get into the jury, we can like play differently. We can get into blindsides, we can whatever. But I would rather forego the backdoor strategy and have the blockbuster than have the situation that we've dealt with for a lot of the more recent seasons, which is by the time the veto ceremony happens, everybody kind of already knows what's going on. And for the rest of the week, people are just kind of like moping around doing whatever because we already know what the HOH wants us to vote and this is how we're going to vote. And like very rarely do those last minute scrambles of like trying to campaign actually do anything. So I would rather have a situation where like until the vote, you don't really know fully what your options are. You can plan a little, but there's so much up in the air that you can't really make a decision. And that's why we've gotten a lot of really fun votes this season, because you have people sitting in the DR being like, I have no idea what I want to do right now. And you have them, you watch the wheels turning in real time.
Yeah. I think this was the only week where that didn't really happen, because I feel like Julie actually told us, she was like, Ava's been like assured that she's safe no matter what. And that almost made the blockbuster even more interesting, because you could see Kelly and Katherine like really fight. Not that Ava wasn't, but then like you could see that Kelly and Katherine knew that like this blockbuster was their life in the game. And as soon as Kelly won, she like hugged Katherine, was like, I'm so sorry, Katherine, because like we already knew that Katherine was leaving now. Like, so it was like, wow, this blockbuster lasted 30 seconds, and it was literally someone's entire life in a game where they're playing for $750,000. Like,
yeah, I have mixed feelings on all that too, because I think that I do like the blockbuster. I do want it to go away once we get to jury.
Yes.
The backdoor thing is not as important to me. I guess what I would like though is for there to be more of a scramble. Yes, we can see sometimes like wheels are turning or something, but I want panic. And I don't really think that we've seen that. I want like a double eviction level panic. When people come down, it's like, oh, this person won blockbuster. Off, go chat, go do something.
And Julie tried so hard last season to make that a thing, and it didn't really happen then either. It's like, I don't know why.
I don't understand that. Why is that not a thing? No one needs to have any additional conversations. It's just crying and hugging. It's like, what is that?
Like that's when we get like the live tribal moments of like, all right, we got to figure this out.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I want to see like an Australian Survivor like scramble during tribal council right now. Start sprinting around, whispering to people in different sides of the room, like whatever, like go crazy.
Yeah. So like that, I'll say that's disappointing, but no, I'm a big fan of the blockbuster.
Yeah.
I think it's super exciting. I like that we're getting a live comp every single week. I think that's very exciting. Because we didn't always get live HOHs before. That was always like a sometimes.
It was hit or miss.
Yeah. So at least every week now we got something. Yeah, I think it's very fun. Sorry, person on Twitter. All opinions are valid except when you're wrong. Shall we talk about what Julie had on?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, Julie. Oh, Julie. What are we wearing this week?
I just love like, that picture in the middle looks like she's like on stage.
The drama mama.
Yeah, and she knows she's about to be judged.
Yeah, like, she looks like she's in like a theater production in that picture.
Yes, I love it. So she had some white on. She figured it was still before Labor Day. She'll get it done.
Get it in. Get it in now.
Open-toed white shoes with brown platforms. You know, the jewelry was nice. We had red nails matching finger and toe. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one.
I'm giving her a hot.
You're giving her a hot. Okay, excellent.
I think.
What did you like about it?
I think she looked better on stage than in this photo.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the hair. I thought the hair was fun. I thought she looked good. You know, I'm gonna give her a hot.
I do like the high hair. High hair.
The hair's cute. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think, Beans?
I feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe I have given Julie a hot every single week so far this season, and
even with the denim.
Unfortunately, I think I have to make a departure because I do believe this one is a tepid.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It doesn't really do anything for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I am also leaning towards tepid.
I'm
Wow.
sorry, Julie. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm
Wow, you
sorry.
guys are rough. Look, she's got her arms out and everything. She's having
You
fun.
guys are rough. You scream at this woman every time there is a lick of denim on her body.
Listen, because Denim is lazy and she works once a week.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I will always go back to the fact that there is no time that I can go to work wearing denim.
Yeah.
I don't see why she should.
You are on national television.
Mhm.
Leave your jeans in the drawer, okay? Okay? Like
Seriously, it's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. So yeah. So 2 tepids and a hot for Miss Julie on this week.
Sorry, Julie.
Sorry.
Sorry.
The votes are quiet. That's all right. We usually get more. We get
It's a
some
Sunday
big
morning. They're not
voices.
awake
too
yet.
early. Yeah, it's too
Yeah, it's
early.
all right. It's okay. We also didn't really post much, so it's okay. So we do know who won HOH. We know some things, and we are going to discuss it briefly, just very briefly. So if you're not interested in knowing who won HOH, because you'd like to watch on the episode this evening, we implore you to take your leave.
Bye-bye.
We implore you.
Yes. We'll be back on Thursday following the eviction. Thursday, September 4th.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to say out loud.
That is
That's
crazy.
yeah, wow. August is gone. Yeah, so Thursday, September 4th, right after the eviction, we'll be chatting. Period.
Period.
That's the information.
That's
Right. And obviously recapping what would be week 8. And I think that's also when we'll end up doing probably our last Australian Survivor stream, unless Ferris does come to do a full season recap later. That's kind of been put out there. But I was seeing on socials that this is the final week.
That's bananas. How is that possible?
I don't know how that's possible either.
Yeah.
Like, but I could have sworn that's what I saw on.
Yeah, because I think it's, but it's like 4 episodes or so. I feel like
Oh,
it's
is it?
Sunday. I feel like it's the usual 3, and then also next Sunday or something is the finale. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I truly I don't know what their schedule is, to be honest.
I don't know.
Survivor AU.
This season is wild, though.
It's so
Yeah, there
good.
must be final week. Yeah, I know the first episode is probably already up now.
Honestly, I'm just sad that this is going to be the end for JLP. Jonathan.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Deserves better.
Yeah, I'm disgusted.
Bummer.
But so that's that. That's the week ahead. But now, spoilers. Spoilers.
Yes,
Okay.
let's do it.
I only know one thing. I just know who won HOH.
I know a
correct me
couple
if
other
I'm wrong,
things.
I
but
believe I only know one or no.
I believe it's Keanu, right?
Keanu did win.
And from what I hear, Keanu won, but it was this close to being Kelly.
Oh
fucking
my
imagine?
god!
I don't know what would have been more fun.
I literally, it's chaos no matter which way you slice it.
I don't know if
Right,
I don't know if I could have handled. I don't know if I could have stomached a week
It would have been a lot.
of Kelly being HOH. My god, the thought of that sounds so horrible. Like
It's been so chaotic and amazing.
Like it probably would have been very entertaining, but my god, what a horror show.
So who did Keanu put up?
Keanu put up Mickey, Morgan, and Vince.
Okay.
The veto was
All right.
played. Yes, so 2 of my people, Mickey and Morgan. But Morgan won the veto. She finally won something.
Finally.
She won something. And like, I am so fine if Mickey goes. Please get rid of Mickey this week.
Have you
Well,
heard
see,
any
now I
conversations? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, does this now mean that Rachel goes up?
I was gonna say, have you heard conversations about who he might replace?
I haven't. I've been working the last couple of days and have not seen like a lot of conversations. I've just seen.
Yeah, that'd be very, very interesting to me if now he does take the shot. Because, like, you know what? You haven't been HOH before. You kept saying you couldn't take the shot because you were trying to work on this friendship with her. But that's already been fucked up. So you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, delicious with a capital D.
Wild.
Yeah, really wild. Okay. So the veto ceremony will be tomorrow. So we'll know more after that. We're not streaming from on Monday. Um, so unfortunately, I mean, I don't really have anything else, you know. Um,
Yeah, no, I don't think I have anything else either.
I don't have anything else like important.
So we did say that we would maybe try to find some time during the day. If you're looking at our YouTube, you see that we were going to be discussing Australian Survivor at 10:40 this morning. That has been canceled, and we'll be removing that. but I would still like to chat tomorrow so that we can because that's 3 episodes. We gotta catch up because it's wrapping up. You know, we're gonna have a plethora of things to discuss on Thursday if we don't do something tomorrow.
No, I'm down. I got to get caught up. I fell asleep while I was
So
watching
Gina
I'm also
said
down, but real quick, I'm sorry. Did we see this comment that just came in? Because if that's real, that's crazy.
I don't even want to
I don't think
acknowledge it
so.
because I am. It annoyed me immediately. And I was like, if she actually does this,
It says, I heard Morgan using the veto on Vince, and Keanu will replace Vince with Rachel.
if
That's
Morgan does that, I'm gonna I don't even want her on my team anymore. Just
as we opened the stream with me being like, who would ever do something like that?
this cast is so dumb.
That's kind of interesting, though.
But Morgan? Why would you do that? Especially right now.
When I had said I don't have anything to talk about that is important, this is actually part of what I wanted to talk about. Have you been seeing the Vince and Morgan shit show
the
on
petting
social media?
sessions, the heavy petting going on?
It's messy because Vince has a girlfriend of like 7 years.
Yeah,
Outside of this house, and he has gone in and he is cozying up to Morgan.
I have
so much.
I've seen stuff though that apparently Vince has talked about this and said that his girlfriend agreed that whatever he has to do in the house, even getting close with another girl or something, she's fine with.
That's interesting because I feel like, and I cannot stress this enough, people on the internet, please leave this woman alone. Please do not talk, leave her alone. But I have seen a lot of comments and stuff on social media being we talked about boundaries and this is not what it was. She seems to not be happy, and other people in her circle seem to not be happy. Again, please leave this woman alone. She did not sign up to be on the show. But the Morgan and Vince of it all seems really weird.
It's weird, and I keep seeing screenshots that people are posting on Twitter of Vince and Morgan hugging, and Vince looking at the camera, being making a face as if he's it's not legit, he's not real, that he's feeling the play about Morgan.
So.
But I don't know. The whole thing is weird. But if Morgan doesn't use the veto on herself, I'm gonna exile her.
Insane, dude.
From my team, from my draft team.
Well, now hold on. Because if the plan is you really want to swing at Rachel, Morgan, I think, would do better vote-wise up against Rachel than Vince. So maybe by doing that, are you also then ensuring, Rachel's exit? And if so, and you pull that off by risking yourself that way, is that a super resume boosting move?
I hear you. If I am in the house, if I am voting and I see that somebody had a veto and did not use it on themselves, I don't care who they're sitting next to.
Yeah. I also feel like that would be crazy because something would have really had to shift then. Because why would Morgan want to do that when she's in the judges with Rachel and spent a whole week of Vince's HOH convincing Vince not to put Rachel up because he shouldn't take a shot at his alliance, this judges thing. You know what I mean? I feel
I will say there's a follow-up comment.
What would have changed here? Oh,
there was a follow-up comment saying Morgan is being lied to. Keanu said he'll replace Vince with Lauren, but then snake Rachel in the judges. So if Morgan were to do this, it wouldn't be to blindside Rachel. Assuming this is all true.
This person's name is Biffer the Hobbit, too, and that has to be a Lord of the Rings.
Well, yes.
Biffer, but Biffer is a dwarf. So I can't. What am I doing right now? I'm such a nerd.
Literally.
But replace Vince with Lauren. That's interesting too. Yeah, who knows?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess we will find out. It's too bad we're not talking tomorrow night. Sounds like we'd have some things to discuss regarding this once we know what the final decision is.
Mm.
But alas, we do not have time. So, is there anything else for week 7
I don't
No,
as it was?
I think that's it.
Okay. What time do you want to do tomorrow?
As long as we're done by like 4, I'm good whenever.
Yeah, I'm
Like
around
noon.
That works, and I also won't be
Okay.
working until like 3 in the morning tonight. So I should
Great.
be. I hopefully will not be half asleep when we start.
All right, so 12 noon. Yeah, come find us tomorrow. We'll be talking about Australian Survivor, the last 3 episodes. We're not going to include Sundays, or maybe we should. I don't know if we watch it. Find out if we are. We'll find out when you watch us. Otherwise, we're back with Big Brother again Thursday at like 9:20, right after the eviction. All right, so happy Labor Day weekend to all. Have a lovely Sunday, and goodbye.